Yeah, okay, sister, sure.
So, by the grace of God, there have been so much of prayer requests and lot of confusion in our future about our future plans, and we have been praying quite some time, sister. So last October, all of a sudden we had a bad news that my father expired. So we had to rush to India, and we were in the process of permanent residence. And we reached India on 15th of October. And the following week only we got PR, but we couldn't go and get it. So we were waiting for other things to be done in India. So we planned our travel in January, and when we went there, we planned our flight via Dubai. I mean, via Kuwait first time. So due to Omicron, they told like transit via Kuwait is blocked, and we came back. Like they were not even allowing us to board the flight. So we came back just as we went, we returned. And this happened on January 4th. So we thought, okay, via Kuwait, not possible. Maybe we'll go via Dubai. So the following week, we went via Dubai. And the entire, the previous day, night only, we went to Mumbai because of this COVID test. We have to wait 6 hours and all that confusion. We went and we stood there in Mumbai. We couldn't, we came out of the airport actually. We couldn't find any Emirates office inside the airport. So we came out of the airport around 11 o'clock in the night to give the COVID test. Then we realized that there was curfew because of Omicron, and we couldn't get even a taxi to find a room to stay, and we were sitting all night in the Mumbai the platform where outside the airport people were waiting to do the flight there. And I was literally praying to God, Lord, whether you really have you really wish for us that we should go back to Canada, because just 50 rupees auto if you pay, my office is just right behind the airport. And I was like a queen in my office, and I was, whatever I want, they will be giving me the house, the car, whatever they want. But why am I suffering like this, Lord? Like that, I was literally very upset. Still I was confident, okay, tomorrow is the flight, I'll be going. When I went there, they told like via Dubai, you can travel is possible, but Dubai needs a visa, because you have to go to Dubai and take a RT-PCR test, and then you have to travel. And they didn't allow us again, so we again returned back to Chennai that night. And I was literally, my heart was broken. I was not knowing why am I doing all this. I have a secure job in India, my husband has also got a job in India. Why we have to struggle to go, Lord? Why are you doing like this? That's when I was praying I was very downhearted that time. I called Priscilla sister. I couldn't control it actually. The following week, we applied for Dubai visa and everything is ready. But unfortunately, we all got COVID. Entire family got COVID and we all were down. And I had terrible cough. I was not even able to speak. I was coughing, coughing, coughing for 20 days. And the day came again, February, we booked ticket, and we wanted to travel first week of February. My RT-PCR test, which I took, everything was negative by God's grace. And for that also, sisters prayed for me. Everything was negative. But for Dubai specifically, there is one more antigen test to be taken. That test came positive for me, so they stopped me from going. So I was like, okay, fine, let me not go. But my husband was facing a lot of humiliation in his office. They thought that he's cheating people, like he's not coming, and purposefully he's taking Canada salary but working in India, and he's enjoying his life there. The words they use, they scold him too much. No, still my husband was like, no, God's will is that we will definitely go. It's okay, leave it, leave it, leave it, like that. We were praying about it. Then the day came. So on the morning of February, I was denied boarding. So I told my husband, it's okay, you please go. I can travel later, but it's for your job, you have to go. Then somehow he got his courage and he booked his ticket that night, and he wanted to travel. When he went there, later we realized that no, when you are in the process of, I mean, once you got your work permit, you go back to India, you have to apply for something called as travel authorization or a temporary residence to come back to Canada. With your work permit, you just can't come to Canada. That's when we actually realized the problem with our passports, because the stamping was not there. Since we were already in Canada, his work permit, extended work permit, was not recorded with the passport. So they told you have to accept. The problem now is that my husband was working with client, and the client people know that he's in India, but his actual employer, Wipro Technologies, don't know that he was in India, because this fellow cunningly told, like, you stay and you work there, it's okay, I will be paying you. You don't have to inform them, that's okay. Like that, he stopped, blocked him. But now my husband had no other option but to inform his employer that you have to apply for visa, because work permit Wipro gave, right? So he was having very bad name in whichever place he was going. And I was literally praying to God. I was crying, Lord, help us, Lord. Why we have to suffer all this? When everything is good for us, we have good house to stay, good food to eat and everything. Why we have to go there and struggle? So only for the sake of my husband, I was praying, Lord, if it's your will, let it happen. Then 22nd of February, they applied. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting for approval. It didn't happen. So last, I guess mid of April, that Wednesday meeting, I was just praying, God, somehow you show me what is my next step. So I was checking on some testimony in a Friday prayer line. So one person told me, that a pastor will always, I heard a testimony from somewhere, sister. So one pastor told that particular lady who's in distress praying for her child, the pastor told, see, God will give things, but you should not question God. You should only ask God, Lord, let tell me what is next, what next I should do. And the same day, his sister also called me, and she prayed for me, and she told, Sophia, it's only because of the lack of prayer and with you and your husband. So you have to sit and pray. The sister and the sister was praying terribly for me, and they were literally begging God for to show mercy on me. And we were praying. We all were praying together every day. And I should really thank for all the time you have given to me, sisters. And that Wednesday meeting, I just prayed to God. I know dear brother was talking, whatever was there in my heart, God spoke through that message that day. And he told, that day when he was closing the message, he prayed, like, God, whatever is happening, the problems that they are facing, let it come to an end. Whatever problem they are facing for quite some time, let that problem be no more. Like that, he prayed. And I was praying with the whole heart, Lord, somehow before the next Wednesday, you have to show me. And I totally forgot about that prayer. And that Friday, I got that approval. I came for stamping. And on Wednesday, again, when I prayed, the next step, we were giving our passport for stamping. Again, Leo brother prayed, like, God, as soon as he completed the message, he prayed, ஊழியத்துக்கான வழியை திறந்து கொடுங்க, which means, whatever work to be done, let it open, let the way open. So every time Krishna sister and Sindhu sister pray, and they asked me to read Isaiah. And I was reading, whatever was the iron bars and the doors, let it open down, make the crooked path straight, crooked path straight, crooked. This is what was my prayer every day. And like I prayed, and whatever God spoke through these godly people to me. When we came here, uh, there was no corona test. I didn't take any RT-PCR test in India. No, neither in India nor in Canada. We just came, we stood in a line. The line was you, but our path was all straight outside Canada. And right now, we are in a hotel. They booked for 1 week for us to sit comfortably, then go. One warning letter was issued to my husband, but end of the day, God not only sent my husband back to this place to work, but also with a slight increment. That he's working day and night, though he was in India, he's working that God has lifted him up in the place. So I'm really thankful to God for all the mercy he has shown to me, and I'm really privileged to be a part of this prayer line system. So I give all the glory and honor to God. And my PR processes and the finding house here, there are a lot of things that we need to do, but so I'm confident that God's having this with me and my husband. So I'm really thankful for all the courage and encouragement you all have given me. And I thank God for this wonderful prayer. Amen.